Hello my darlings, welcome to a new video. Probably a little bit more of a casual start than you were expecting, but I am still in my dressing gown because I'm about to plan my outfits for an upcoming trip, and I like to try everything on, take photos before packing them, so I thought I would do that whole process with you guys. And I have been doing a little bit more travelling than usual lately, and I've as a result been getting quite a few questions from you guys about packing tips. So that is what today's video is going to be. It's going to be a bit of a pack with me, and I'm going to be sharing my tips and tricks along the way to make sure you have what you need and not too much more with you when you travel. I've just come back from a very quick 2-night city break in Barcelona, and tomorrow I'm going to Morocco for 5 days, so it's a very quick turnaround. We are also changing hotels once while in Morocco, so I don't want to be taking too many things that will require packing and unpacking, so I'm going to be really precise. So before I plan my outfits, I wanted to share with you my packing list that is true of pretty much any trip. I have it written down in this notebook. I keep this notebook in my bedroom and I always just scan over it. Not everything on this list is applicable to every trip, as you'll see, but I always look over it so that I don't miss out on any of the essentials. This is what the list looks like. I will hold it up close here in case you want to screenshot it or anything, but basically it's split into essentials, tech, fashion and beauty. Within the essentials category, obviously I've got passport, local currency, local adapters, reusable water bottle and tote bag. They for me are the essentials that sometimes I don't remember, so they need to be mentioned. Within the tech column I've got laptop and phone, my G7X, which is my vlogging camera that I'm filming on now, its charger, my Osmo, which is this very snazzy little camera, which is basically like a mini vlogging camera, but it creates really smooth shots. It's 4K, great for speed, like hyperlapse shots as well, and that's charger. Battery pack for my phone when I'm spending the day out, the charger for that, my GoPro and my drone. Obviously not all of those come on every trip with me. I'm not going to be going in the sea on this trip, so I'm not going to take my GoPro, and drones are not allowed in Morocco, so that won't be coming with me either. Then I've got a list of beauty essentials. I'm going to go through that when I pack my beauty products, but first of all we're going to go through the fashion items because I think that that's the most exciting. And I have some lovely new in pieces to share with you that I'm going to be packing with me. So let's get started with that. Obviously, when it comes to packing clothes for the trip, there are a few things that I would recommend you always consider before you start your outfit planning. Firstly, of course, is the weather. So let's check on my phone what the weather's going to be like. Okay, so we arrive tomorrow and it's going to be pure sun and 34 degrees, so that is hot. But then on Wednesday, which annoyingly is the day when we're out and about, it's due to be raining, but 29 degrees, and then Thursday is sun and cloud, 27 degrees, so hot but very mixed. That makes it very challenging. And then the last few days are sun and cloud and then 23 degrees. So we've got a 10-degree temperature difference to deal with there, but still overall very warm. So first tip is always to check the weather. Secondly, you want to be aware of what you're doing. So I've got my itinerary here. Tomorrow's trip is a press trip, which means I'm going as a guest of a brand. I always think they're a little bit like school trips, like you have your itinerary, you have sometimes a suggested packing list. So I know here that on the Wednesday we have a rose harvest experience, we have a lovely lunch, we have a Bedouin camp celebration dinner, so loads of different types of outfits will be needed for those experiences. So I'm going to keep this to hand and make sure I have an outfit ready for all of those experiences. And then of course something else really important to remember is the customs and traditions and any restrictions dress-wise of where you're going. So with Morocco, it's a Muslim country. I want to make sure that I am following any guidelines there. So any areas of my body that need to be covered, I need to ensure I've got outfits that comply with all of the local rules and traditions. So with all of that in mind, what I'm going to do now is open up a few new items and also go through my existing wardrobe and plan my outfits. I don't like to just throw things in a suitcase and hope for the best when I get there. I like to have every aspect of an outfit planned, from the dress to the shoes to the jewellery to the handbag, all the way down to the earrings. So let's get started, and hopefully this might provide a little bit of inspiration for you if you've got any trips coming up. Everything that I show you now will be linked in the description box down below if you want to shop anything. So let's do this. Okay, so this is outfit number 1, perfectly timed. Today a Nasty Girl order arrived for me, which I placed a couple of days ago, and I did have my trip in Morocco in mind when choosing the items. So this dress is the first from my order, and I've paired it with a few accessories from my wardrobe. So the reason why I chose this dress is because the material is really lightweight. As I just showed you on the weather app, it's going to be hot, but I still can't go around wearing anything too skimpy. So this I thought would be absolutely perfect. I have styled the dress, which is by the way a really lovely maxi dress. It's got a slip underneath, so it's not too sheer. You can see where the slip ends at the bottom. If I hold it out, you can see the silhouette. So it's a really lovely demure length, and I've popped it on with my castagna wedges. The dress code for a few of the things we're doing also said closed toe shoes, so hopefully these will be perfect, but I will be taking some trainers with me as well. It's actually a wrap dress, which means you can cinch it in around the waist as much as you want, but I did just add this belt as well to cinch it in at the waist. Accessory wise, I thought I'd wear this outfit for the first evening, and I thought after a day on an airplane my hair's probably not going to be looking its best, so I thought I'd probably do my hair in a low bun with a centre parting, and I've accessorised with these little pearl hair clips. You guys know I'm obsessed with pearl hair clips. And then because shell jewellery is just so on trend right now, I also added this beautiful shell necklace. To continue the shell theme, I thought a straw bag would be perfect for a trip to Morocco. So I've got this lovely lightweight, really light straw bag. This was super affordable, and I think they've also given me a discount code for 45% off, which is amazing. So I'll pop that on the screen now if you want to shop any of these lovely new pieces at 45% off. That is just the most generous discount code I think I've ever heard about. But the detail on this bag I love. It's got these little tassels with a pearl and a shell detail. It's going to be roomy enough for all of my essentials like my camera, my phone, sun cream, lip gloss, battery pack, things like that. And the shells and the pearl from the bag match perfectly with my shell and pearl jewellery. So this is going to be the look for my first evening. What I'm going to do now is take a photo of it on my phone, so that just in case I am feeling a little bit brain dead from travelling, I'll be able to remember exactly what look to put together. So this next look I thought would be perfect for breakfast and just relaxing around the hotel. I've gone for the same gorgeous little straw bag, and because the dress has some ruffle detail around the neckline, I thought I would tie my hair back again, and also just in case I haven't had time to wash it, I've secured it, not sure if you can see, with a little pearl hair clip. I spotted some actual, you know, like those old school big clippy hair clips on Nasty Girl as well, so I added a couple of those to my basket, and they're perfect for just securing my hair in a bun. I've got the legs out for this outfit, so it'll be nice for catching a bit of a tan on my legs, and then I finished the look with these gorgeous little shoes which I think really elongate my legs, and the straw goes perfectly with the straw bag. I tend to only take 1 or 2 bags with me on trips and mix and match as many outfits as possible. The dress itself is a broderie cotton material, so nice and lightweight, very breathable, so hopefully perfect for those warm mornings. So we have a much smarter outfit next, because it is a work trip and there are going to be some really lovely dinners. This I think would also make for a really lovely prom dress or a wedding guest dress if you've got anything like that coming up. We all know how much of a fan I am of floral dresses, and this one is just absolutely beautiful, and again you can use my discount code, so you can get this one at a really fabulous price. So it's got a lot of design details that I love, such as ruffles, gorgeous ruffle detail going down the neckline. You've got a little bow to cinch it in at the waist, and then the ruffles just cascade down the skirt in such a beautiful way. Again, the material is nice and lightweight. This shouldn't crease too badly in my suitcase either. That is definitely something to be aware of, is how badly your materials will crease. Linens as a whole tend to be quite bad at creasing, whereas this really lovely almost chiffon effect material does pretty well, and after being hung up for a couple of hours tends to be completely crease free. So because I love the fabric of the first dress so much on the website, I also picked up the short version. I've styled it in pretty much the exact same way, but I think I will take both because they're such small dresses when they are folded and rolled that they're not going to take up too much room in my suitcase, and I find this kind of lightweight dress really versatile for so many different things on holiday, whether you need something to pull on over your bikini or something lightweight to wear during a very warm lunchtime, perhaps in the dappled shade. I find these types of dresses really versatile, and I think they look gorgeous in pictures as well. When it's a work trip for me, that is absolutely a consideration. So this, yeah, the same material as the first dress that I showed you. much shorter, so with Morocco, of course, I'll just make sure that it's okay to wear short things. This will probably be appropriate mostly for when we're in the hotels and just in the company of the others on our group. I've got it with the belt again, same bag and same shoes. I think this could be really nice as well if you are going to any festivals and want something that's not going to crease in your festival luggage. It's a really nice bohemian style dress, and as you can see, it's got these really big balloon style sleeves, a low v-neck, and I've again just styled it with the shell necklace. I don't know what you guys think, but it is also giving me a bit of a Zimmermann vibe with the ruffles and the ditzy floral print, and just this colour and silhouette in general is really reminding me of a dress which is far more expensive than this one. So this is the outfit that I think I will probably wear on the desert safari. It is this amazing little broderie two-piece set, which again I've cinched in at the waist with the belt, but actually I'm not sure if you need it. Let me take it off and you guys can let me know if you prefer it with or without the belt. So here it is without the belt. I just love this top so much. I think I like it with the matching shorts, but I think I'm going to try and find some other ways of styling the top without the shorts on. So it's almost like a military style shirt with the top pockets and these little pockets down here. It's got some elasticated detail around the waist and it is broderie, so naturally I love it. Little shorts with scallop detail down at the bottom, and I've paired it with my straw bow shoes, so no surprises what handbag I will be pairing with the look. But yeah, I thought an all white look would be very chic for a desert safari, and also protecting my shoulders from the warm rays of the sun as well. So I decided to try the top on with some slightly slimmer fitting trousers, my Tyne trousers that you guys know I love. I thought potentially if we are doing any long like car journeys, this could be a really good look for that, with the broderie military style blouse and then some slightly more slim fitting trousers. These are also super comfortable, so I will almost definitely be wearing these as my airplane trousers as well, but I think the contrast of the silhouette with the broderie top looks absolutely wonderful. So I have been obsessed with the sheer trend lately, and I couldn't resist picking up this blouse from Nasty Gal, and I've paired it with quite an old pair of trousers. These have been in my wardrobe for a few years now, and my Valentino sandals, which I'll most definitely be taking to Morocco. The top I don't know if I will take, because obviously it's super sheer, and I think this is more of a, I don't know, a different kind of trip top, but I wanted to show it to you anyway. As you can see, I've got on a really detailed bra underneath, and it's like a little crop top, so it's a really nice feature underneath this blouse. I have been seeing blouses like this all over the high street and from premium retailers as well, and I actually had my eye on one from Marge, which was pretty much 10 times the price of this one. So really happy to have found this one, and I also got it in a pink shade as well, which I will show you next. But I really like this outfit. However, I don't think it's appropriate for Morocco, but I thought I would show it to you regardless. I also got it in this really beautiful apricot pink shade, and I think I actually might take this one with me. Obviously I will be really careful where I wear it, but I think for like an evening event at our hotel where it's just going to be us and in a touristy place where there's no dress code rules, I think this would be lovely. And I just think it's so statement and yet so affordable. It looks better in real life than it does on camera, but it's just, as you can see, so voluminous. Looks really great with a statement cropped bra underneath and the same trousers and shoes as before. Okay, this outfit I absolutely love, and I've kept the same culottes, same trousers on as before, and then I've got my beautiful Chloe C bag, my favourite bag at the moment, which will definitely be coming with me pretty much everywhere. And then this blouse is probably the best thing from my Nasty Gal order. It looks like a beautiful satin material. It's got these balloon style sleeves. It's actually got a bit of elastic there which you can use to create a really lovely puffball effect. Covered buttons down the middle, a little bow detail down at the bottom, and then it's got this beautiful frill detail around the neckline. This could be a Chloe blouse, it could be from a super expensive retailer, but actually it was incredibly affordable. Oh my goodness, I love this colour combination, and my shoulders are covered, my knees are covered, so this could be okay for a day of exploring in Marrakesh as well. This next look is one that I will probably get maybe a few wears out of during various occasions while in Morocco, because it is so perfect. It's beyond the knee, it is covering most of my arms and covering my shoulders. It's actually a dress that I treated myself to from Net-a-Porter from Isabel Marant, and I think it's going to be a really lovely addition to my wardrobe, seeing as I love white dresses so much. I've also paired it with my Prada straw bag. I haven't got much use out of this, and I think that this is going to be the perfect trip to do so. And then because I am hoping to get a really lovely Instagram photo in the rose fields, I'm also going to pack my little pom-pom hat, which I got from Club Monaco a couple of years ago. I actually don't love how it looks on, but in photos from behind it looks really, really cute, and it doesn't take up too much space in my suitcase, and I will show you how I pack hats when I'm packing as well. So when it comes to packing my hat, what I like to do is fill it up. Yes, I'm back in my dressing gown. And I like to fill it with things which are fabric, so they're squishable, but doesn't matter if they get a little bit creased. So first of all, I'm going to pop in my rolled up gym leggings, and then my little sports bra can roll up on another side. Then we've probably got enough room here for my pajamas. Let's see, can we fit a bikini in there as well? Just about. And then I will pack it upside down and just fill in the gap around it with other soft things such as clothes which have already been rolled up. Please excuse the pile of clothes behind me, which seems to be growing as I continue to pack, but this is another outfit that I've put together, possibly for our dinner in the desert. So I've got on the castagna wedges again. I'm going to get as much use out of these as possible because they are quite heavy and bulky to pack. Then I've got this beautiful pleated skirt on, my lovely little straw bag, and then this gorgeous brown top. I've actually got it on backwards at the moment, but it's pretty similar back to front. And I thought these colours would be perfect for wearing in the desert, as well as my little shell necklace. And then I'm also going to pack my lightweight Uniqlo jacket, which is like a puffer jacket, because it can get quite chilly as soon as the sun goes down the desert, and that is so small that it'll actually fit in here, which will be absolutely perfect. Okay, so I've done all my trying on. I did do a few more outfits, which I will share with you in my Morocco vlog. I don't want to spoil all the surprises, but I have got all of them photographed here on my phone. So when I am looking at the itinerary for what's going on that day, I literally have all of the outfits photographed here, and I can just flick through and see which one works best. So now, of course, I've got to put all the clothes in the suitcase. I've already done one side here. I have, as you can imagine, got a little helper, but yeah, here's a closer look. So that's pretty much my travelling outfit, the ones that I showed you earlier, all ready to go. With the really floaty things, I have rolled them, so I've got all the different tops. This is actually a little jumpsuit, my beautiful Tory Burch dress I thought would be amazing for the blue city in Morocco, and then a few other bits and bobs just rolled up. A couple of pairs of sandals. These are my Chloe sandals and my Dune Hermes dupes. This is the jacket that I was mentioning that folds down and is super duper warm, so that I will pack with me for maybe if we're going in an air-conditioned taxi, or in the desert in the evening, because I really don't like getting cold, and this one's just so easy to take around with me. I do also have a selection of clothes up there which need to be steamed, so they will go on top of this when they are done. On the other side, I'm going to lie in some other clothes, and then I will show you how I pack the rest of the suitcase. So we've got my hat filled with all the bits and bobs that I packed earlier. This is going to go face down in the middle there, and then I'm basically going to pack everything else around it. You're just wishing you could clean the slate like it's tumbling. Okay, so next is my travel beauty bag, and the bag that this all lives in is this Anya Hindmarsh travel bag, which I've had for a few years now. I pretty much don't unpack this. I've just laid everything out to share this with you, but normally this stays packed and these items just live in this bag here, aside from the sun cream, the hairbrush and the Pureology, because they're just a little bit too big. But let's go through the beauty products that I take with me. If we refer back to my little notebook, I will check that I've got everything here. I think a few things need topping up. So first of all, hydrating serum and night cream. I happen to have this little mini sample. I always keep a hold of minis from things like Birchboxes or goodie bags because they're so good for travel. This is a brand called Balance Me, and they have this really tiny little hyaluronic serum which is incredibly hydrating, so that's super helpful. The other thing on my list next to that is night cream, and the trip that we're going on with Fresh is actually to launch a night cream, so I have a very good feeling there will be one in our rooms or in our little pre-travel goodie bag, so I don't need to pack one of those. Eye patches, now I actually have run out of those, so I'm going to remember that and grab some of my little Elemis eye patches, which is so good for putting on the night after you land, and deodorant as well. I need to top those two things up. Razor as well, I need to grab that, and then my Pureology hairspray, because I literally cannot live without this. Such a first world problem, but this is just amazing. And this one is my travel one. It's probably got about a quarter left in it, and I use that with the little mini of my Wella SP Reconstructing Elixir. With this wet brush, that is literally all I need to ensure my hair is detangleable while I travel. Air Wrap is my Dyson. I'm going to use that later on today and pack that. SPF. I've got Factor 50 because it's going to be hot and strong sun in Morocco. These are the new sun care ranges from Clarins. I've got Factor 50. These are not too big. It's only myself that I need to take sun cream for because Charlie unfortunately is not coming with me. And then I've also got the Factor 50 for the face. I swear Clarins facial sun cream is just amazing. And we're not going in the sea. We're only going to be like around towns, so I don't need to worry too much about them having the ingredients in there which are not good for coral. So I haven't been too strict with checking the backs of those because I know that they're just really good products that will do me well for a non-beach break. Hairspray, I will grab a little bottle of Elnet, and lip balm are the other things on my essential list. So lip balm, I have got this little one from Fresh, that is their sugar lip balm, which is amazing. And then let's go through everything else. Let's start over here. So I always like to keep hold of any sachets that I see in magazines and things like that. This is the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Vitamin C Glow Powder, really good again for the day that you land to just bring the glow back to the complexion. It's basically two powders that you mix together, and then it's just a really lovely way to refresh the complexion. I've also got the CEO oil from Sunday Riley. This is just a little magazine sample, and that'll be really nice to use in an evening if I feel like my skin needs it. These are SPF 30 body lotion sachets from, I think they're from Sicily. Yeah, they were. And these will be great for popping in my handbags while we're out and about, just in case I feel like I need an SPF top up. And then I've got this little sachet of hair shampoo. I'm pretty sure the hotel we're staying in will have a good shampoo, but just in case, I know my hair really likes this one, and that sachet is small enough not to take up too much room, so it's a great one to have just in case. And I also just have this little sachet of primer. I don't wear primer every day, but sometimes I feel like my skin just needs it, so this again is really handy to have in the little zippy compartment of my travel makeup bag. Then we've got my skincare, so let's start here on the left. I love to use a micellar water, and to be honest, I'm not too picky. Whichever one I've got a mini of, I'll take with me. I have this pretty much brand new one of Garnier micellar water. Again, great for when you're traveling in your hand luggage bags. It's under 100 ml. And then I'll also take a cream cleanser with me. I have got the Fresh soy face cleanser somewhere in a little mini form, but I haven't found that yet. And then I've got my reusable cotton pads, which mean I don't need to be using any disposable cotton pads. I like to be as eco as possible when I'm traveling, because I always find that hotels are just not very good at always providing flannels and things like that. So they'll be great for taking off my makeup, and I'll just try and use one in the morning, one in the evening, and then leave them to dry overnight, just hand wash them. A moisturising face cream is absolutely essential when I travel. This is the Rose Deep Hydrating Face Cream from Fresh Cosmetics, and this I find just so good at keeping my skin hydrated all day. It's a really good size, like that'll definitely do me for the entire trip, and probably a few other trips later in the summer as well. From the same range, this is a floral toner. I find that I do need to use toner as well when I'm on holiday. My skin really misses it, and this is a really nice lightweight, it's not glass, it's a little plastic bottle, but yeah, really good little travel size. Again, I'll use that on a reusable cotton pad. Hydrating serum already spoke about, and I also have the hydrating treatment lotion from La Mer. I've probably got about half of this left. That's really good for when my skin needs extra hydration. This is an eye cream that again is in a really small tube, great for traveling with. And then this is a travel size La Prairie nighttime serum, so really good at repairing the skin before you apply your night cream. And the Dr. Seba tanning drops, in case I do get a bit of a tan while I'm away. I will actually be taking a fake tan with me, and this is really great at just popping in your night cream to give your face a lovely glow while you're away. So I've already mentioned my SPFs. Also in this pile I have my Body Shop Tea Tree Lotion, This is just super handy for any little cuts or even popping on any spots. Just generally a really good thing to have in your travel bag. And then the Sarah Chapman Skin Insurance SPF 30 is usually the last thing I put on my face before applying makeup, so I do actually double up on my SPFs. So up here we've already spoken about my love for my Pureology hairspray that I literally cannot travel without. Wet brush I find just the best at being lightweight and really good at detangling my hair both in and out of the shower. I've got my sachet of the shampoo, but I can't live without a really good conditioner, so I always bring a little mini deep conditioner with me, and I happen to have this Damage Remedy from Aveda, which is perfect. My oil we've already spoken about. Dry shampoo, really handy to have a little mini dry shampoo with you. This is my Sonic Chic toothbrush, really handy. It's actually an electric toothbrush within a little travel case. And then just in case the hotel doesn't provide a little body lotion in the room, I happen to have these 2 little samples from Sisley and La Mer, because keeping my body hydrated while I travel is also very important. And then here we have a curation of beauty makeup products that I take with me when I travel. So let's start off with my CC serum. This is from By Terry. It is a big glass bottle. I'm looking for a travel size version, but for now I'm just addicted to the glow that this gives, so taking that along with me. A very small foundation. This one is from The Ordinary. It just gives amazing coverage and glow, but without being big and heavy. But I will also take my Bare Minerals Original Foundation, because this one has got SPF in there and it doesn't clog up the skin. It's got really lovely clean ingredients, and my skin, I feel, just knows this really well, so great for times when I want a little bit more coverage. These are all my brushes. I've got the one specifically for the Bare Minerals, bronzer brush, another foundation brush, blush brush, highlight brush, should have some eyeshadow brushes in there too. Then I've got my Glossier Boy Brow. I've got a little mini of the Benefit Roller Liner, and then the full-size one in brown. They're pretty much the only liquid liners that I use. But then I've also got the Bare Minerals One Fine Line, very skinny eyeliner, 2 travel-size mascaras, and then I've got the Guerlain Precious Light Stick, basically like an under-eye, really brightening concealer. Here we've got the smallest bronze and blush that I had. So this is the Terracotta Bronzer from Guerlain, love that one. And then a very flat, travel-friendly blush from By Terry. I've got my Bare Minerals Bare Pro Concealer. This is a really heavy-duty concealer in case of any blemishes. And then this is just a fantastic little powder duo from Bare Minerals to give a glow or a matte finish. And it's got a little mirror in the lid as well. This is a really nice finishing touch. It is the CC powder from By Terry, just something that is fairly new to my beauty collection, but especially I feel in the evenings after a day in the sunshine, this is going to give the most glorious finish to my complexion. I have this gorgeous new highlight from the Tom Ford Soleil collection. Again, nice small packaging with a mirror in the lid, and that'll be lovely to wear in the evenings. And then we've got my eyelash curlers, a beautiful eyeshadow, like a liquid eyeshadow from Tom Ford. This is their Aqua Metal eyeshadow, and I thought for Morocco, just having a beautiful metallic lid in this gorgeous coppery shade will be absolutely stunning. And then lastly, as well as the Tom Ford, I've got these 2 eyeshadow palettes, Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, beautiful pinky shades, and then more of a neutral selection here from Bobbi Brown. Also always take a little packet of ibuprofen capsules with me, just in case. They can go in a zippy pocket, and also in there is a little selection of plasters, because you can never be too sure. So I found my fresh soy face cleanser, so that, my Pureology spray and my sun creams are all going to go in this little plastic bag, just in case of any air pressure explosions. So next up, I have got a mixture of things here which are like miscellaneous and some things from my essential and my tech list. So let's start over here. So I've got my little case here which houses my jewellery. There's some bits and bobs in there already, and I've just added a few more pearl hair clips, including my new ones and some new pearl earrings. My razor, some attachments for my Dyson Airwrap, and then I've got my iPhone and USB plug and 2 adapters. This one's really clever, it actually works for loads of different places. A little perfume from Jo Malone. This is from the new Blossom collection. It's their Frangipani flower, and it is beautiful. I thought it smelled perfect for Morocco. My little Gorilla Pod. This is a tripod which you can attach to anything pretty much, and it's so handy for travelling. Hairspray. This is a Mist SPF 50, again a nice small one from the Body Shop. great for rear application. Face mask from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is just really easy to pop in my suitcase, and I thought if I need a little bit of extra pampering, that'd be perfect. In this Chloe dust bag is my underwear, and then when I've worn it, I always pop it in this little Intimissimi. It's like a washing machine case, so you can basically shove this whole thing in your washing machine and it cleans your delicates for you. Then over here, this little bricks case was actually an amenity kit when I flew business class with Qatar a few months ago, but now it is my tech case. So in here, again, this is something I don't usually unpack, is a spare battery pack, and then I've got some wires. So this charges my charger. This means that I can put my memory cards in my laptop. This means I can put any USB attachments into my laptop, and then in this little Monica Vinader jewellery pouch, I have got loads of spare memory cards. And then there's also a spare pair of earphones in there, so hopefully by taking this with me, I'm never caught short when it comes to my little tech accessories. And there should also hopefully be some spare camera batteries in here. Underneath this is a beautiful silk scarf from Aspinall. I find silk scarves really useful, whether that's for covering your shoulders, covering your head in certain places, or also just kind of covering your nose and mouth if there are any smelly fumes on an airplane. So this and my little tech case will come with me in my hand luggage. I'm starting to think about some of the things to put in my hand luggage now. So I've already mentioned the Aspinall scarf and its various uses, and then I've got this little tote bag in a bag. This I actually got from a petrol station. It's Emma Bridgewater. Really helpful to just have in your hand luggage in case of overflow, and also if you buy anything in the airport like any snacks, then they can go in there. I've also got my reusable water bottle, which I will down before security and then fill it up again in one of the lounges, and also a reusable coffee cup for both on the aeroplane or if I want to grab a coffee before the flight. This is from a brand called Corksicle, and it keeps things hot or cold for I think like 9 hours, really effective. And it's got a very nifty lid. It's really secure as well, much better than the single-use cups they give you on airplanes, because if there's any turbulence then they just slop around all over the place, so that's amazing. In my hand luggage, I'll also, hello Dexy, take my tech case, a little mini hairbrush, pack of tissues, and my brace box, because I'm still wearing my Invisalign, and if I eat anything, I need somewhere clean and tidy to put it. Excuse me, young man. And then here you can see my see-through liquids bag. This is another thing that I don't tend to unpack. It just kind of lives like this, ready to grab for any flights. As well as my liquids, I've also got a couple of hair bubbles in there just because that's really handy. So you can see I've got a little mini Nooks body oil, really useful for any dry areas. I've got a Neal's Yard hand sanitizing spray. And then also a little mini of the Dexy Neal's Yard Wild Rose Beauty Balm, because that's a great multitasker. A couple of lip balms. I've got a mini It Cosmetics CC cream, a face oil from the Body Shop. This is a little mini fresh perfume sample from Sisley. I think it's called Oh So Fresh, and it's great for just refreshing yourself on an airplane, things like that. This is a really hydrating face mist from L'Occitane, and then I've got a very intense lip balm there from Liz Earle, and this from Sisley is just a little micellar water. On the other side, you can see I've got a couple of LMS eye patches and also some face wipes. I don't usually use face wipes, but when you're traveling, they're really good in case of any spillages, and also if you just want to get any makeup remnants off your face, and those are some really nice hydrating rose ones from Pixie Beauty. And then here we have a scary looking pile of cables, but I also have this little bag which my Jennifer Bear hair bow came in that I will put all my cables in. So under Dexy's tummy you can see I've got my phone charger and the iPhone wire. I've also got a wire that will go into this which will charge my laptop. It will charge it it will charge it quite slowly if it's not from one of the big, you know, main bulky ones, but it'll do the job while I'm on the go. Camera charger, just because if my suitcase for any reason didn't arrive, I wouldn't be able to vlog without this. And then this is a big like battery pack, but for your MacBook, because I tend to do a lot of editing on airplanes, which does use up a lot of battery. What do you think to that, my Dexy? Look at that face. Oh, you're such an angel. So I've popped all those wires in there so they're not rattling around the bottom of my bag. And then the only other thing is obviously the camera that I'm vlogging on, my laptop, which I'm not ready to pack yet, and then my DJI Osmo. That's really handy for shooting any clips out of airplane windows because it's really stable. And all of these bits will go in my big Valentino bag, which is the best travel bag in the world. So then the last thing that I've packed is my hand luggage suitcase. I don't always take one of these. Dexy's back again. He's always so needy when mummy's going away. Yeah, I don't always take one of these. It depends how many expensive bags I'm taking with me because I just like to keep these on me at all times. So because I'm taking my Prada bag and 2 Chloe's, I thought I would take this and my Valentino shoes. Underneath here is the bag with all my cables and my reusable coffee cup because I may not need that in there because it's actually an afternoon flight, so we'll see. Also, last minute bits might go in here such as my hairdryer and probably my laptop as well, just because it might make this bag a little bit heavier. But that is pretty much everything. I will now be steaming my last few clothes and popping those on there. And if I refer back to my list, there's one thing I realised I don't have on here which I do need to pack, and that is sunglasses. So I'm going to add that to my list. Let's see, local currency. Ooh, one other thing that I need to take in my hand luggage, just been to grab, is my reusable cutlery set. I, as you know, try to reduce as much single-use plastic usage as possible, and when travelling is when I often find that I am using single-use plastic, so these are really handy to have. I probably need to check whether this knife is actually allowed. Because it's plastic, I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm taking these as always in my little Chloe sandal dust bag. So that is everything that I am packing for my trip to Morocco with the help of my eldest boy. I'm also going to take this necklace off now and pack that as well. Look at him loving me. Oh, God, I'm going to miss these boys. So I really hope you enjoyed this little one-day vlog of packing, and I hope you found it useful if you've got any trips coming up. If there's anything that you always take on holiday with you without fail that I have missed out and you're shouting at the screen right now, then please let me know down in the comments below and I will add it to my list of travel essentials. But I really hope you found it interesting and useful and enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you very soon for a Morocco vlog, which will probably be the next video you see, coming your way hopefully on Sunday. So I'll see you then.
Tell me how to be closer to you. Tell me how and I'll do it, babe. Cause I just wanna make you feel the way I do about you. So just tell me how and I'll do it, babe.